Welcome to the stream. Gonna be lazy. First time watching it, Bill. I saw Ratchet and Clank one. That's all I've seen. I'm ready to play. Ready to buy what? PS5. See if we can do this. Yeah, I won't be able to type on it. That sucks. That sucks this. Can't type on it. Can't even get the last comment. Where it's going? Oh, that's the last comment. So we can put like it's just gonna be covering the bottom part up, I guess. So we can trim that around. That's one. Let's see. That's not it. Is there a way to get rid of the borders? Let's just fast forward this. Wow. That's a long time.
How we might have ended up. No. I like the hand we've been
That was the GameCube sound. Hey, fun. Can you lot still hear it?
Together,
Let me know.
for something great.
So this is the PS5 reveal, or event reveal.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. Or the... I don't know, that thing. That magic.
So we got Grand Theft Auto 5 again. Probably the DLC.
You sounding more and more like a snee-eyed itch every day.
This came out in 2013, so this is not new. So I'll get this shit out of this event.
We should talk about work.
We out here gang banging like it's 91.
Actually, I can make the screen bigger. So that should give me a bit more room.
Thanks. Get me a DJ.
Give me a hand with these bodies.
trace back to me.
Oh, that's fair. What am I doing?
Champagne, anyone?
Just sort of smash things.
So now what?
It's a PS5 event. Let's just do that. That easier. I'm being a tit streamer here. Twitch, I mean, not a tit. Or whatever. Said it the wrong way. So I'm watching pretty much someone else's stream. And being lazy. Just sit back and enjoy what's happening on the video, I guess. I'll fast forward the boring parts, of course. I'm only interested in the games.
It was great to kick today off with a look back at just some of the seminal of the game every year the other.
Look at this shit. What's coming up there? Got some effects. Some 5G effects.
Your dad said that. He was right. Now it's your turn. Go be a hero, Miles.
So it's Spider-Man.
Okay.
Miles power.
Do this.
So why is he better than another Spider-Man? Or some kind of an Iron Man spider. But he's mostly a gadget. A gadget is in a suit of a spider. So it's a spider gadget.
今日は皆さんに僕らが作っている新しいグランツーリスモの情報をシェア。
Oh, it looks like another Forza. Oh, Gran Turismo. I don't know, they all look the same to me. All these racing games. Just a car that races on tracks. Yes, it's a Gran Turismo. With Formula 1 cars. I don't know if it's going to be impressive or not. A mobile device. A mobile app. That's what it looks like. If this is the game, then it looks terrible. I don't have no money for this. If you lot pay for it, then sure, I'll get it. Oh, poor fucker. If you want to give me 500, sure, I'll get it. This is just like all the other racing games. Oh, better graphics, just the same. We'll put some mirror there. On the right side there, next to the steering wheel. Needs to be on the top. Needs to be on the ceiling. That would be a view mirror for nothing. That's more like a center mirror. You'll only be seeing the seats behind you. Gran Turismo 7. Studios PlayStation. Never heard of them. Oh, another Outer Worlds. Just kidding. Ratchet and Clank.
You alright back there? No way.
It appears that the dimensions are collapsing on one another. If we cannot get to...
Right, the ship. I mean, we can't be that far. I have it in my sights.
They have found us, Ratchet.
This is something I'll be interested in, but it didn't even look that great.
Slow down, please. Dad's not listening.
So we got rails again.
How bad is it?
Well, it is certainly not good.
Great.
So it's some kind of a time zone game.
Beats me.
Time traveling, it seems. Back in cracking time. Or Tools of Destruction. One or the other. I didn't play on the Tools of Destruction when it's cracking time. So that's where them pirates are from.
Ratchet, we are too late. Ratchet?
Who?
Oh, rip apart. So it's definitely not Clank's doing with a Xeno power.
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, creative director at Insomniac Games. The
Oh,
entire
Dino.
studio is so excited to be able to share with you a first ever look at Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. A brand new, full-length, interdimensional adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5. We're doing things we've never been able to do before, like use dimensional rifts to be able to leap from planet to planet nearly instantly, or put ray trace reflections on Clank. All of our alien worlds are filled with density and life previously unseen. Plus, Ratchet's all-new arsenal is more exciting than ever thanks to the DualSense controller's enhanced feedback. Ratchet and Clank are near and dear to our hearts at Insomniac, and we can't wait to share more with you in the future. But for now, here's another look.
Did you see that?
It's Ratchet and Clank.
Sand sharks from above.
Nice sand shark! Nice sand shark! My heroes!
Definitely looks good.
A crack.
Nah.
Or at least a very large octopus.
Surf floors reflecting. I don't get the rift part. Did it just come out of nowhere?
Get used to that. Hey, break reality. Did Dr. Nefarious really resurface after all these years?
Oh, Dr. Nefarious again?
Take over the universe again.
Yeah. I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
He must have more planned than
That's what I'm afraid of.
Why would Dr. Nefarious be messing with time? Is he trying to get back out with Quark again? Captain Quark. Does he want to be younger? Does he not want to be a robot anymore? Or is it actually Lawrence what are doing this? Is Lawrence going to be the mastermind?
That's all of them.
Lawrence. Ooh. Is Janet going to be in that? In that Ratchet and Clank? See where that movie's from. With Captain Croc and Janet. Square Enix, a Final Fantasy. Oh, I don't know if any of the other games what they do. I know they do a lot, but however. Were they the ones who did that gun one with the shapes, with the pixel guns? It looked like that other thing, Anthem. That's what it looked like when it was jumping on cliffs. For PlayStations! Not just for PlayStation. Back to the logo. With the X, circle, square and triangle. Annapurna. I say my reactions are shit. I don't gasp at anything. I'm not expecting much either. I'm just here being lazy. No clue what this game is. Looks like a thing, whatever you call it. A Yakuza, maybe. It definitely looks like an open world. There you go, you got your shopkeeper. There's gonna be nothing to do with that cat. That's just to show you that the game's going to look nice. That's right. So it looks like it's going to be all about the cat. That's going to be a terrible game. It'll be probably one of the boringest ones ever. High Wolf Speeder and MLG Gamer. Blu-rays, here we go. We're going to get some new DVDs. We're going to get 5D graphics, where they're going to be all around our heads, and everyone's going to be getting neck pains. What is the most someone has donated a $5? Headset jack. So we've got a microphone, a headset jack, and 3D audio, whatever that means. No clue. That means you can make it surround sound or something.
Making games used to be about these constant trade-offs between the artistic vision and technical limitations.
No, it doesn't. It means it's all about money.
We're not going to be burdened like that. We're going to be able to realize our artistic vision a lot better. It's got a ton of horsepower, which is very easy to unlock, and it's a machine that's really easy to develop on.
Turn microtransactions.
Present a paradigm shift as to what players will come to expect from gaming. Will let us tell stories, make worlds,
and you'll have to pay for each episode.
Will truly captivate the player and really surprise quite a few people. Please take a look at this new franchise for Worldwide Studios, coming exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Nope. Oh, got some spaceman. To the space world. Is it gonna be Mars? Neptune? Saturn? Uranus? Mercury? Earth? Pluto? Ah, that was nasty.
Each time I awake, this planet seems somehow different. As if changing.
Oh, it's a living planet.
This world is becoming part of me.
Yeah, it's a living planet.
Affecting my mind. My memories.
Oh, it's just an illusion.
The more I can feel my sanity slip away. But I cannot lose hope.
Oh, it's a Dark Souls with guns. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
My only choice is to keep fighting. To keep looking for answers. My only hope is to break the cycle. Before the cycle breaks me.
The Returnal. The Returnal affairs. Hi, Megumi. Alex. So now going into Square. So far there's been nothing interesting, only the Ratchet and Clank one. Oh, got Tiny Tiger, or whatever his name is, and the Frosted Tiger. Little Big Planet, a big adventure in the woolly world. It looks fine. Never played on one of these games, so I'm not interested. Frosted Plates my knee. Damn right. It would have been better if it was. Tony Tiger, is it? I think that's what it's called. That boss was shit. That's weak. Oh, it's going to have co-op. Looks like a group of people are going to be playing this. Or a group of YouTubers. I bet basically Idlework does a video on this. With either his girlfriend or with one of the members. and then probably terrorize her and started to Nuzlockes. Probably do it. Sack boy. Another fairy. A fairy game. This looks terrible. Rocket League. I bet, isn't it? Same fit as the Rocket League. I'm updated. Looks like a destruction derby. So you going to get microtransactions or something? Or loot boxes in this game? Because you can customize characters. Yeah, that don't look video. Don't look like it will have a story mode. That would just be a multiplayer thing.
Hello everyone, my name is Josh Greer and this is my brother Mike. We're from Ember Lab, a small team with a background in film and animation.
And we're very excited today to share with you the first look at our new game. It's a story full of adventure and charm that has themes in personal growth and redemption. So please enjoy.
Well, we've got little kids. Can't monetize the stream now.
I know you are kind. You sense the power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand it.
It's obvious what it's going to be in it. He's the chosen one.
Driven by the belief that you can help these troubled spirits. But you cannot hide your weakness from me. You have no power here.
Sounds like Splinter from Ninja Turtles. This looks like it's going to be a child game. A child friendly game. That game looks alright. Not too bad. Probably have a slow start though. That they do. We're going to go into the triangle or the circle. Got one of these ones. Cartoonish version.
You ever feel like you're just waiting for a sign? To do that thing you've always meant to do. Sometimes I feel like I'm just standing on the edge of doing great things.
Can you like the video, alright?
But
Let me know.
something's holding me back.
I'll turn it up if you want.
Maybe it's just nerves. Maybe it's the fear that
Got another 30
I'll
game.
never be as good as what I imagine.
That's 230 so far.
I'm still just standing on the edge. But if we've got nothing else to lose, might as well jump.
I bet Game Grumps is going to jump on this game. It's the end of the era, 2021. We're in 2020. I'll believe it now.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, and I'm here to share with you a game that I've been dying to make. It's an emotionally engaging story.
Dying to make a
wrestling
shit
is
game.
rewarding, failure is devastatingly hilarious, and the memories should last you a lifetime. Take a look.
You know it's gonna be a shit game when they say that. Yeah, we're on in 2020. Oh, it's Escape Odyssey or whatever his name is. Escape Fate. Or Ape Odyssey.
You may have escaped the murderous blades, but the fate of your entire people is up to you.
That's complicated. Soulstone. Not much gameplay there though.
PlayStation 5によって我々の考える東京の
Allowed us to realize our vision of Tokyo. You'll be able to see, hear, and feel the charm of Tokyo I've never seen before. What in the world's first Ghostwire Tokyo gameplay video. We hope that you can feel the threat and the beauty hidden in this mysterious and supernatural Tokyo. Oh, it's gonna be yokai watching it. Yokai monsters. Oh, it's either gonna be that hacker game. Or it's like Grand Theft Auto. Watch Dogs.
You see things others can't. Hear threats others don't.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a yokai watch. A similar concept where you only can see the monsters and all that stuff. Basically, like the Bleaching Soul Reapers.
It's up to you to save Tokyo.
Always the chosen one again. generic. But there's 5 others. This looks like Doom, to be honest. Same gameplay. All you can do is that fireball trick. Oh, ninja signs! He's a ninja. Going around shooting fireballs. Is he going to be called Sasuke? Ghostwire or Ghostwire? Probably called Ghostwire or Weir. Sasuke Uchiha enters Tokyo with his shining gun. Fireball Jutsu! Oh, got him. That's like a cowboy again. Or pirates. Or not, it's a factory thing. It's about steelworks. And pollution, probably. Come on. There's nothing to it. Carve out a future for a people hunted by oblivion, propelled by dreams. Or is this going to be a sim Earth where you get to budge on Earth? Yeah, oh. This was pointless. This game doesn't even look like it's done. What is this shit? It's just a missile projecting off a surface. Great game. Or doesn't want to see a missile projecting off a surface. Skipping. It's going to be called the missile skip. Oh. We got some Chronicles. There's Obi. That's the breathtaking weapon. So this is definitely going to be a Dark Souls game, you can tell. This is going to be the new one. I wonder what it's going to be called. The Cybernetics. Yeah, definitely going to be a Dark Souls game. Surprised there's not health bars on the screen. I bet you can chuck your axe or whatever and it boom runs back to you. Either, if it's not a Dark Souls game, it's going to be an RPG game. Godfall. Gearbox. PS5. So it's just an exclusive then. So I think it might be just an RPG then. An MMO. I'm not into these kind of stuff. It's gonna be the Hollow Knight creators. You can tell that it looks like it's gonna be Hollow Knight creators. Gonna be fighting with the tooth nails or with the nail picks. When she gets attacked, obviously the clock's going to shrink because that clock's gonna be your health meter. How generic can these games get? That's a lot. Seen it all before. One-on-one or LOL.
It was always gonna end like this. All your hard work, all your sacrifice.
Oh, it's gonna be a Hitman, isn't it?
Sped up the process.
I don't even know half of these games whatsoever. Because I'm not up to date on games. I didn't have a PS4.
And now
you're playing PS4 games.
You find yourself alone.
Trailers like Hitman. Or Watch Dogs. It's another open world game. It's gonna be Ubisoft, isn't it?
Awaits.
Oh, got it right. It was Hitman. I haven't even got that. Never played on a Hitman in my life. Only on the PlayStation 2.
Interactive. In Hitman 3, Agent 47 is back for his most intimate and professional contract in his entire career.
And he always.
This is also the dramatic conclusion for the World of Assassination trilogy. I'm so proud to be here to present a little glimpse of the gameplay where Agent 47 is on top of the world in Dubai. Enjoy.
Go back to the drawing board. Need to make another game. Show your graphics. It looks like a PlayStation 2 game. That's how bad it looks. They're like plastic men. Meant to be real. Meant to see the sweat dripping off the foreheads. Hope to see some gameplay of Hollow Knight or Dying Light 2. I read about Dying Light 2. There's nothing about Hollow Knight though. Probably just a one-off, to be honest, Hollow Knight. This is gonna be a kid's game, for definite. It's not even gonna get much shown. Not many people are going to be playing this game. It's pretty much like a Mario game, but more child friendly. If that doesn't exist, but whatever. I played on Dying Light. It's like Dead Island, but you can climb and jump over buildings and ledges. Very hard game. I think I did some streams on it, to be honest. Sure I did. What's this game? It looks like Ninja Gaiden. What's this table game? This could easily be played on PS3 or PS4, whatever. Even a mobile device could play this game. So why is it on a PS5? Stupid. Because I played on a mobile app what looks just like this. No, there's great graphics wise. So that's pointless. It's old.
What's up, everyone? I'm Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans. Here we go. The first ever teaser for NBA 2K21. Y'all are not ready for this.
This guy has never presented before, you can tell. And it's an NBA basketball, or whatever it's called.
I ain't trying to bring you down, but for real, you might as well give up now. Think you got a chance, but I don't see how. Got a real tight grip when I hold that
Here comes a bunch of sports games. Does anyone even play on sports games anymore?
I don't mean to sound when I stray. You better just run for your life. Run for your life.
Because you never can create your own character. You always have to play as a professional person. Takes the fun out of it, doesn't it? Oh, got some trees and some daffodils and a strawberry. Is it a death shrub? Another kid-friendly game. Until fire bursts out the ground.
Amazing, aren't they? Half bug, half snack. A very recently discovered species, entirely unique.
It looks
to
like
this
a collectible or something.
Oh, this one's lively. Beautiful seed patterns.
Googly eyes. Just put googly eyes on anything and they come alive.
Welcome to the island of...
Hey, why did two just pop out? What they're doing is just messing around at the game developers. Are these games all made by the managers? They're terrible. There must be a bunch of yes men in the creators.
Is open. Come join me on the island of
A walrus that talks.
Hey,
Yes,
I was
man.
trying to carry a lamp with my weenie hands, but I dropped it, and now the town's on fire.
Oh, again?
That's terrible. Jesus. They need help at game developing. I want to see something new. Something not generic. I want to see the world getting destroyed. I want to see it blast into pieces. I want to see a hard boss fight. Or some kind of good design.
Hi everyone, thank you for being with us today for this very special
They don't even
event.
have subtitles.
But before we get to the end of the show, I have something very near and dear to me.
Near and dear. A terrible game then. Here it comes. A piece of poop on a stick. I'll let I just get to gameplay instead of showing you the world. I know the channel, they want to build the world, but they have to spend like a minute on the world. Oh, we got some Avatar, the Airbender. Got a skeleton! It's definitely Dark Souls. Got some bosses. It's gonna be a dragon. That looks hideous. Yes, it's a Dark Souls game. Demon Souls. What does that say? What's that meant to be? Dark Souls 1? Is that what that title's meant to be?
Destiny is a next-gen first-person shooter about rival assassins locked in a time loop.
Oh,
This is
Assassin's
our
Creed.
unique vision, what Arkane is all about. Freeform immersive gameplay, a surreal player-driven story smashed together. Want to see some stylish action? Check this out.
I'll check my poop later, thanks. Don't need to watch your shit.
Hello, Black Reef. Colt, my predecessor, has been pronounced guilty of treason. He is to be shot on sight henceforth in perpetuity. Your assistance is appreciated and mandatory. The real party doesn't start until he's dead.
She is not making this easy.
Is it a VR game? That's what it looks like. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be on VR. You can tell. Because the movements are slow. And he's teleporting. So yeah. First VR game.
Good morning, Black Reef. Another day, another death.
Shit
Our time
cutscenes.
was fun. For everyone else on this island, this place is paradise.
We've got another fairy game.
Ending party. We're hunting
That's
news
3
and
fairies so far.
And no matter how I try to escape, they always cut me down. But I'm one stubborn motherfucker.
Skip. Next game.
Every loop I'm learning a little more, piecing together the puzzle. There's 8 targets, and they all gotta die before midnight.
Looks like that back again.
Little snack.
Road to Redemption. Or Ride to Redemption.
Juliana Blake, Black Reef's protector and a real pain in my ass. She may kill me 1,000,000 times.
Oh, it's Funky
but
Cox.
inevitably, I will break this fucking loop.
It's a James Bond wannabe. And a hitman. Got powers again in your hand. It's all been seen before.
I don't like watching you die. I like killing you. There's a difference.
What we going to next? To the settings. I would like to see Awesome. If it comes in the event, then sure you can see Awesome. But I can 100% guarantee that it's not going to come in this event. And this is a quiet event now. The fire's been turned down for some reason.
The rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast.
Ooh, we got magic mushrooms. So it's a hallucinating dream.
What is it with that creepy story?
It's just a local tale.
Yep.
Into that stuff?
It's hallucinating.
Quit being so paranoid.
It's not real.
No, friendly. Who are you? Who sent you? What's going on? They're coming. Who is?
It's a horror game. First horror game so far. Looks like a Resident Evil. See Resident Evil or what is it? What's that Dawn game? Breaking Dawn. One of them Telltale games. Or it could be The Walking Dead VR. Oh yeah. The Village. Oh, Village. Whatever. Oh, go right, Resident Evil.
Chris? Sorry, Ethan. Why?
He didn't even look like Chris Redfield. Give him the boot. I don't know what PC specs are. Well, that person told me how to do it. What is it, F4? Nope, not F4. F3? Nope. I'll just put I'll do a check. Oh, got another fairy game. That's 4. Well, we got the stray. She looks tiny compared to this guy. If he's a giant, oh, she's just tiny. Looks like an escort in game. Hey, you have to look after the child all the time. Pragmata? Don't know what that title says. Can't read it. Going to the moon! Yeah, that's freedom to me. A bare empty wasteland. I'm gonna play some Roblox, yay! This looks like... what is it? Anthem again?
The old ones.
Yep.
Perished 1,000 years ago.
Oh, Sea of Thieves.
Their great cities turned to graves.
This is gonna be one of them games where it's not going to come out fully completed. It's going to be updated now and again. You can tell it's just too ambitious. It's just going to be one world at the start. Why has she got an earpiece in her ear? Is she with someone?
I must find a way to stop it. Or it will get worse and worse. Until it destroys us all.
That looked kind of good, that creature.
There's nothing I wouldn't
Oh,
do
it's
to
thingy in
save
it.
this world.
Shadows of Colossus. It's gonna be the same makers.
I won't explore. No secret I won't unlock.
No, it's not gonna be Shadow Colossus, it's gonna be that one.
No barrier I won't cross.
It's gonna be that spiritual game. Where there's that woman.
This mission is mine alone.
Yeah, going through the village with fire.
Falter, if I fail,
Going to shrines and
there
stuff.
won't be anyone left to stop what's coming.
Oh, it's him. Arrow. No, it's not. That's not the right person. It's the one at Fringe. The detective. If you ever seen Fringe, the series.
But whatever comes.
I think it is the same person out of Arrow. I'm not too sure. No, it's not. He's not from Arrow. That's a different person. They're both bold.
On behalf of the entire team at Guerrilla, we're happy to share the first look at Horizon Forbidden West.
We're continuing Elga's story as she moves west to a far future America.
To brave a beautiful but dangerous frontier, masked with mysterious new threats.
Get ready to explore distant lands ravaged by massive storms.
And take on new, powerful machines as you return
to the majestic world of Horizon.
Stay tuned for much more. We can't wait for you to get your hands on it.
Why is it a campaign? Why do they need so many speakers?
I think there's a lot to look forward to for the community. I think fans are going to be really pleased.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a campaign for a charity.
This is incredibly exciting. We're talking a whole new generation of...
Let's skip this bullshit. They just want your money. Oh, going back to Big Hero 6 with them kinetic magnets. They take the form, whatever you imagine. Come on, speed up. What are you gonna be? River Blues Balls. You haven't showed anything yet. Come on. There's speakers. What's that meant to be? It looks like a modem. White plastic. That looks shit. Just like two separate pieces. Just like a docking station. And they say that looks pricey. No way. What is it going to be, carbon fibered? So there's the fans on the side. So yeah, it's pretty much a docking station with a game disc inside that connects to it somehow. Looks like a pint glass. DualSense. They already got them charging stations, so that's old. A wireless headset. Yep, can get them already. Don't know what that small thing is. Is that a remote? Why would you need a remote for a computer?
We hope you've enjoyed the first glimpse of our future today.
Oh, it needs an on and off
You've
button.
seen our most striking console design yet, and you've seen games that can only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5's features and power. At PlayStation, we believe in generational transitions, and we put years of work into making them happen. We want you
They
to
put long
enjoy
enough.
the unique benefits of moving from one generation to the next. Thank you for joining us. We're launching later this year, and we have tons more to share. Welcome to PlayStation 5.
Took them 7 years to come up with that design. 7 bloody years. Does anyone even like that design? A modem in a plastic docking station.
But whatever comes, I will be ready.
So there's only 2 games that look good out of all of them. Too many fairy games. 4 fairy games. Then a stray, a cat. There's Demon Souls. There's a whatever it's called, a chronicle kind of game. A VR game. Looks like that one looks good. That chronicle one. Oh, it's called Bionicle, isn't it? Well, I'll pick it up. Gran Turismo can hop it. Very boring. What's that? USB? What was that? Is that a camera? What's this thing here? What is that? A camera? Is it a Kinect? It looks like a Kinect to me. A small Kinect. So they're going for motion games. Or is that just a robot's head? Who knows? Did it explain anything on these? Like this. What is this meant to be? Is this a remote? A mouse? Either I missed it, the explanation of all these shitty things. I know that's a wireless headset. 2 controllers. They look a bit different. You got a PlayStation symbol there, and that one doesn't. Am I missing something? I'll go back and check what these things are again. PlayStation. Should have Sega for that one. So that's just reactions from other people. So let's go back and check what these devices are. So this is the PlayStation. PlayStation 5. Why is it hovering? Isn't that just gonna fall over? Not much support. At least it's not a tower block like Xbox One Series is. So this is where the explanations are. DualSense wireless controller. Not sure what that means. This HD camera, yeah. It is a camera there. Who's gonna get that? A Kinect. Oh, it's turbo. So this is obviously gonna adjust up and down. So it's got a bit of room to do that. So HD camera. Pulse 3D wireless headset. Whatever that means. Oh, we got a remote. So it is a remote then. A media remote. Can someone explain why would you need a remote? Is it for lazy people? Because you'll be using your controller for your actual remote, so why do you need a remote? Be good if someone explains it, because I have no idea. PS5. So was there any difference between them controllers? Oh yeah, this is that campaign again. I'm just going to go back check what them controllers as well. See if there's any difference between them two. So one has DualSense. Ah, oh, there it is. PlayStation 5 standard controller, pretty much. And a digital edition. So they want your money. Anyone see any difference? Because I cannot see any difference between them. Maybe it's the console. What's the difference? I can't see two lines on that one. And there's no gaming thing. I just assumed this was the back of it and this was the front of it. And I think it might be the back and the front. But it doesn't look like it puffs out, this part. So if it's mirror imaged, this side be the back of it. The disc would be here, wouldn't it? So you got DualSense wireless controller. DualSense charging station. So you got a little PlayStation there, telling you that that's the pad. So you can't be using it on Xbox. And then you got this big camera. And that's the end of the stream, it looks like. So not like many good games. So there was Ratchet and Clank, what looked alright, but I don't get what the point is. Okay, it's Dr. Nefarious again, but he's using some kind of time rifts. So he's jumping from time to time into the dinosaurs and whatever, lizards, dracnoids probably. Or whatever you call them, krakens. Yeah, they're called dracnoids, aren't they? or what track mates, if that's what that name is. I'm drinking now. The person with the big head, or killed all the lumbaxes, was in cracking time. Let's see what this end parts are.
Super into it. Like, we were kind of on voice chat while they were doing that slow reveal with all the spheres and stuff.
Yep.
We kind of
Why don't you just call it balls?
But like, man, I like that it has curves. It has shape. It's like this two-tone.
So look at PS3. That's got a big curve. It's like a coffin. Because it was called a coffin. So curves means F-all.
It's got that beautiful blue accent color. It looks. I don't want this to sound hyperbolic but like it looks so futuristic. It looks gorgeous.
How does it look futuristic? So this state is just a modem stuck in a docking station. How generic can you get?
Yeah. It looks like Astrobot, is what I'll say.
I was just about to say that. It looks like
They
grown-up
really
Astrobot.
What's an Astrobot?
Yeah,
Wait, let me just search this up. I have no clue what an Astrobot is. Images. Astrobot. Huh. Whatever. I guess you could say it looks like an Astrobot. Because there's the blue, there's the console, and this is the docking station. I don't know. Yeah. Let's carry on.
I think well the funny thing is that in our rehearsals I was saying, you know, if they're gonna reveal the PS5, I want it to kind of look like the PS3 with the George Foreman grill type curves. So you got a little bit of that here. Overall, I think
how does that
the
look
first
like
thing
PS3?
that came to mind was an Alienware pre-built PC. I think because of the two-tone and kind of the blue LEDs. But I'm super into the design. I want to see what it looks like in all black though. Because like I think Tam, you said it like the two-tone kind of looks a little toy-ish, but man, like overall that design, like Lucy, you said, it does have a futuristic vibe to it.
That's it.
And yeah, it looks really sleek, and I would love to see it in my entertainment center.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing as well is, I mean, a huge thing is that you can get a disc-free version. Like, it's weird because it's like, what is it? The Xbox
What does you mean by disc-free?
SAD, the one that comes without without a disc drive. But it's like, I have been slowly moving to all digital. I have since I moved to America 2 years ago, I have one game on disc, and like, so the digital edition is the way that I'm gonna go. Easily.
For sure, yeah. I mean, like, I
So-
don't know if I'm ready to go all digital.
So digital editions only, you can't play any physicals. That sucks. No matter what, that just sucks ass. Because you should be able to have the option. I can't be asked. So the digital edition is the one where you can't play physical discs. So if you went to a shop and got yourself a game from there, so there'd be no underage people buying that because they won't even have any bank accounts or bank cards, so you won't be able to order them. Only parents, and then some parents won't even let the kids download games online, so just in case, for protection reasons, so that digital edition will not get sold as much as the physical one, and I bet it shows in the ratings. That's success.
I kind of like the disc option, but it's great that they have that option now from the outset, and it's not like a mid-cycle introduction. It is recognizing that people are changing the way they play, and we're now in a position where digital is viable. And like I hope Microsoft does something similar in that vein. Like going back to the
No physical. Well, physical stuff, not digital. Because then people won't have any libraries anymore. They won't have bookcases of games. There won't be any of that bullshit. It'll just be an empty room with a computer and a TV. That's what it's going to look like. So no, want physicals, not digital. So we don't have to log into websites like Epic Games, Steam, and all them bunch of others, and Stadia. Don't want digital.
the actual way that it looks, I'm just really happy that both console manufacturers, platform holders, are thinking about consoles in a different way from an aesthetic design. Like Microsoft's obelisk style thing is really cool, really smartly evoking the PC architecture, and drawing upon the kind of like the assumption and the knowledge and the feeling that people have that PC is the most powerful way to play games. So they're leaning on that. And then we have Sony with this really slick futuristic design that is futuristic but doesn't look awkward. Like it's really hard to strike that balance. And you can see, just Google like gaming laptops, and you can see how easy it is to get that wrong, like to do a futuristic style piece of hardware that also you look at and you're like,
if it went into like the PC realm, the computers or consoles, you'd be having to buy the graphics card. You'd have to be updating that. You'll have to be CPU, and so on, all that shitty tech. And me personally, I have no clue what I'm on about with the tech stuff and all that bollocks. That's why I prefer the console, because the console updates itself from the manufacturer or whatever. You get a message saying that you have to update it and so on. Same with Switch, you don't have to mess with their graphics card and stuff. But with PC, you do have to mess with the graphics card, because mine's out of date. For one year ago it went out of date, and so I got that changed because it costs us money. So and then you have to buy add the VIPs and stuff for safer gaming, so you don't get viruses. And then you Norton, Hotspot Shield. With console, it's just a lot simpler. So we don't want to go in the PC world. So step back, person, whoever you are.
like that looks disgusting and it's gross. like the accents on it, the way like it's the rounded edges, like rounded edges don't always look well. They can look like toys, like Michael said earlier. But I feel like they've struck the right balance between the kind of futuristic style, the accent on the blue.
Where does it look circle? The only circle I see is the black thing, not the docking station. That's just got a round edge. Just a thin white edge. Oh, and it's got a round bottom as well.
It's giving off like, it looks like a cool room that has like a hue light in the background. It looks like you can see it like in someone's stream instead of being off center. It's the kind of thing where when you showcase it, when you're playing games, you also kind of want to have it out and looking cool, and like really minimalist style. Like I'm not seeing too many ports. I love the way that the white along the edges kind of hides the venting on the black, so you
You
can't
can
really
see
see
the
that
bending.
element of it. You can't really see the
What's
ports.
this guy going on about?
I think it's gonna look really cool in an entertainment center, and it's the first time where like it looks like the concept art you would see before anyone's actually, a fan has done a cool mock-up of the PlayStation 5, and it actually looks like one of those.
Let's see what chat say.
Yeah, I'm really, really like up for it. And if they do have like a pure black one, that's gonna look amazing as well. You know it will. With like the blue lighting on it, it's gonna look awesome.
Yup.
All right, should we talk about games now?
There's a lot.
There's a lot to get through, and honestly, I know that I was saying that Red Dead would be the one that I thought Rockstar was gonna come out with. GTA 5. I mean, honestly, like,
of course,
it should be no surprise. GTA Online is such a juggernaut. Even now, that game came out 2013 originally. That's. I mean, we're now, we're almost.
There's still people
Resident
playing that
Evil
game.
4 levels of being on as many platforms as GTA 5 is, but I'm very interested in what they were saying with what was it? It's like an expanded version of GTA 5. I wonder what that means. I wonder if the long rumored and long hoped for single player campaign edition will come. Probably not, but I imagine it'll just be more upscaling, more things.
I never completed that game.
Expanded and
I just got bored of the story.
2021 for PS5.
Yeah, I
but
think like.
Okay.
I was gonna say it doesn't make it's not a surprise that this is the game that they chose. It's the one of the best selling games of this generation, if not all time.
Of all time.
And if you want if you want a game to show off no loading and how impressive that can be, it's got to be this, right? Like
no loading.
In the city and then zooming
what
out
they on
and
about?
Zooming back in between like Franklin and all the other characters, like.
What are they on about? No loading. You sat in a flipping loading screen at the very first thing. Wait, it's loading up the game. It takes what, 15 minutes to get in the game, and then you're stuck in the clouds on multiplayer. So these obviously aren't even played the Grand Theft Auto game. Because anyone could tell you that there's loading screens to the brim in that game. There's loading screens when you go on the missions. There's that little quick black screen, and that is a loading screen. When you switch characters, it freezes, then it zooms out, and then it travels to a different place, and it zooms back in, and then you can see the person, like Franklin, or whatever you call them. What was his name? Trevor. You'll see Trevor and that. And then they're doing something, so you have to sit and wait and watch what they're doing until you actually get to play them. So what are they talking about? No loading screens. Just explain the loading screens.
That has got to be like one of the most impressive showcases of how because we're used to seeing, the only thing we've seen for a frame of reference right now is the Spider-Man stuff, right? Like swinging, but that's like apologies if I'm like
I'll call you back in a minute. Alright.
Streaming in so fast that you can't really see the seams. But like this is a different kind of approach to it where you're like pulling out and pulling back in. Like if they can do that in an instant, imagine how impressive that's going to look. And then obviously you have GTA Online attached to it, a game that is hugely successful, massively lucrative for Rockstar. In terms of expanded content, like Lucy, I think is probably on the mark with some sort of single player DLC. But people have been talking about more heists for ages. That's one of the things that everyone wants.
Why do they need more heists? They've got enough heists.
So this could be the perfect opportunity to
everyone
have
gets
that
bored of the
well.
sale.
Imagine they've been just working on this massive.
They want the big money
all this time, while people have been moaning about wanting heists, and now they just put it all out, and they're like, "There's 10 new heists in this, or whatever it may be." That's just like breathing new life into one of the best games of the generation.
They do heists because they want money to buy new cars.
So it's going to be online's going to be free for PS5 owners, and if you're playing GTA Online right now, you'll get $1 million in GTA Online cash every month until the PS5 launches, which is crazy. And I mean, like, if there's anything that is going to get you to get back online and kind of level up and ready for GTA 5 on PS5, it's probably that. Next announcement. Jesus. I think this was one of many times during this reveal that we all kind of lost it a little. I didn't expect it this soon.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
I forgot what this game is. It's Ratchet
Michael,
and
what do you
Clank,
think
innit?
of this reveal?
Oh man, Spider-Man obviously
Oh, it's
2018
Spider-Man Miles
was
Power.
a great game. It was probably the Spider-Man game that
Yeah,
everyone
you forgot
always
about that.
wanted. But Miles Morales at the front and center is what some of or many of us would want as well. This is it's man. I Tam, you were talking about how maybe this is more of an expansion based on the 2018 Spider-Man, or if this is a separate game. We're not exactly sure at this point. There might be stories out there right now, but we
So
haven't
it's
been able
definitely
to
Dark
kind of keep
Spider.
up with that. But putting Miles Morales front and center that's the right call, 100%. I want to be Miles Morales. I want to experience
Wow, would you?
his experience as Spider-Man. And yeah, this is I'm excited for this. Like I've been like I respect Spider-Man, like the whole universe, and especially 2018 being such a good open world game and a good representation of Spider-Man. But this, like, I think they can do some really bold things with the story. I hope he's not a cop, 100%.
I reckon Miles Power Spider-Man, it is going to be more tech. Because, I don't know why, because of Iron Man probably. Or a Stark Tower. Who knows, there's going to be something like that anyway. I reckon. It's just going to be just full with tech stuff. Like with this sword with a gun. Or whatever that was, a weapon. Let's just go back a bit. Okay, it's just showing us.
Many of us would want as well. This is it's.
So there you go. There's a little bit of tech there.
Many of us would want as well. This is it.
So his suit, it's got armor. It's got neon.
It's.
And that's just blurry. Let's go back to small screen.
Man, Tam, you were talking about how maybe this is more of an expansion based on the 2018 Spider-Man, or if this is
this. So there's a glove. Obviously. That goes probably to his fingertips.
This is a separate game. We're not.
And then this is Spider-Man, isn't it? Miles Power. And he's got even lights on him. A bit of neon. I'm guessing that's going to be armor.
Exactly sure at this point.
So who's this one? Who's this Spider-Man? Or Spider-Man ripoff? Is he going to be Peter Parker if he went the wrong direction? If he didn't get his superpowers from that spider? Radioactive spider? Or is he the one who was in that cage fight? He probably the one who stopped Uncle Ben from dying. And he turned evil for some reason.
There might be stories out there right now.
Oh, he's got fire. A fire ability, yeah.
But we haven't been able to kind of keep up with that. But
electric. He's got fire and electric. So is he going to have all of the elements as well? Is he going to have ice?
Putting Miles Morales front and center that's the right call, 100%. I want to be Miles Morales. I want to experience his experience as Spider-Man. And
yeah. I understand that Miles has electric webs. Or I think he does. He can turn invisible. I think that's all he can do. What Spider-Man can't. Just invisible and electric webs. if there's any more things what chat knows, then put them in comment or in the chat. I don't know.
Yeah, this is. I'm excited for this. Like, I've been like pretty. I respect Spider-Man, like the whole universe, and especially 2018 being such a good open world game and a good representation of Spider-Man. But this, like, I think they can do some really bold things with the story. I hope he's not a cop, 100%. Because Spider-Man 2018, it was low-key cop vibes, and I'm not about that. But I do want to see how they handle Miles Morales as a character. And I mean, if we think about Spider-Verse, the movie, that was an incredible representation of not just Miles Morales, but the history of Spider-Man in that one movie. And if this game could do something like that, come close to that, home run, guaranteed.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting. It kind of is both a surprise and not a surprise that they moved on to Miles. Like, he was in the original game, obviously, and it was part of Peter's story. But given how successful that is, like that game was, it would feel like a safe move for them to stick with Peter and carry on doing more with Peter. But the fact that they're doing Miles is such a smart and really cool thing. I expect Peter will be in this game taking like the mentor role, and his story could be like the storytelling potential is so cool, because the first game, like this first Spider-Man game, is also in a large part about Peter coming to terms with being betrayed by a mentor, right? And he knows how that feels, and he knows how to, or he's learning himself now what it means to be a mentor and the impact firsthand it can have on when you're not doing that correctly. So I imagine him being in this game as Miles's mentor, and
I'm going
having
to assume
contend with
that Venom took over Spider-Man.
game to try and be a good
Probably.
father figure for Miles and be a good guide as Spider-Man for him. I think like there's a lot of storytelling potential there, and it kind of dips into some of what Into the Spider-Verse did with Peter and Miles, and also provides enough like runway for them to do something unique and of their own. So that could be really exciting.
Yeah, and then next up we had Gran Turismo 7.
Are these like news reporters or something?
I'm gonna put my
That's what I
I'm not a
like.
big racing game person either.
They don't even look like gamers. Only the bottom right person.
Like I keep telling everyone, I used to be an amateur racer. I used to be a tuner. I'm very much into cars, and Gran Turismo. Okay, so Gran Turismo on PS1, the very first game, is a huge reason
Who cares
why
about the first
I was
one?
like 7 or 8 years old, and I knew all about cars
This is
because
number
of that
7.
game, and I actually took that into practice in real life. So shouts out to Gran Turismo. So Gran Turismo 7, though, from what I'm seeing, like I love my sim racing games, and I'm watching this, and
Really
it's
calls it a sim
Gran
racing
Turismo.
game?
It's sim racing in the next generation. So I wouldn't say it's surprising, or to say it's not impressive, I think it would be the wrong sentiment. But I mean, the impressive part will come from how they integrate a lot of the systems and the game modes that we've seen in Gran Turismo, because there's only been one Gran Turismo game in the PS4 generation. It was GT Sport, which focused on online racing specifically. There was no single player stuff really, and it focused on competitive aspect of racing for e-racing. But Gran Turismo 7, it obviously looks incredible. Like racing games, sim racing games are easy showcase to show off the power of a new console, as we see with Forza games on Xbox. So of course,
I just meant to just bring me back in a bit.
But I just
meant bring me back in a bit.
The best possible fidelity. So that's why I'm excited for GT7, and I hope they incorporate
Yeah.
a lot of the single player stuff that we've seen in the series past, while also taking the best aspects of GT Sport that we
bring
saw
me back about
a couple years
50
back.
minutes.
So you get the best of the single player, you get the best of the
50,
multiplayer.
oh no.
And I want lots of cars, man. I need my Skyline. I
Don't
need to deck out my
stream it.
Skyline. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gran Turismo as a franchise has always been. I don't think like it's placed within the PlayStation
So
pantheon.
Thierry, why what you want?
Because it's changed in any way, but like PlayStation has so many more franchises now that hit bigger. But for a lot of people, Gran Turismo, in the same way that FIFA, Madden, Need for Speed does,
Before you get paid
transcends
anyway
the
tomorrow.
gaming audience, and and that
I thought you
they
get paid
know
tomorrow anyway.
Gran Turismo as a PlayStation
Did I?
franchise, and it's the
Right,
kind of
sounds
thing
good.
where, oh, this is the game I'm gonna buy. This is gonna be my racing game. I'm gonna dedicate to.
Yeah, I
You know,
don't
plenty of
mind.
people, in
Like,
the same way
the
that you know
after
people always say about FIFA, Madden, and all these other sports games, they buy a PlayStation for Gran Turismo,
That's
and
right.
they get to immediately see how amazing it looks and see that kind of stuff. That's kind of
Yeah.
Polyphony Digital's kind of not trick, but like it's their it's.
Yeah. 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 There'll be more when you get paid again or whatever. Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Why are you that bored? Yeah. You what? Like 40? Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. So, what are you giving? What are you doing? You're going too fast. Yeah, 10, yeah. One next week. Yeah. Yeah. Package tobacco. What do you mean by following Monday? 2 weeks from now? What do you mean a week on Monday? Alright, Monday, what's coming up? Yeah. Say do mean 2 weeks Monday. Yeah, 2 weeks Monday. Yeah. 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 I'm guessing you spend that 10 and then what to put in your bank. They charge you in it. I think so. Yeah. 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 Mm. Yeah. Yeah. No. I can't help it. I'm getting shot on my money. No. He came up to us, didn't he? Yesterday or today. Off his day off work. Wednesday, wasn't it? No. No, last time I saw him was up when he came up to us before that one. No, I mean, he came up on Tuesday or Monday, didn't he? As well. Yeah, but Bev said he was going to come up on Wednesday, didn't he? On his day off. Didn't he? Alright. Yeah. No. No. I don't. Why are you going to give me a 10? Are you going to give me a 10? It's going to be the last time though. I don't know. I won't be putting 100 in for sure. I won't be putting 100 in for sure. Yeah. When you can pay me, yeah? Yeah. Definitely the last time though. Until I get paid again. Yeah. Yeah, you know how to do it. You get a message, don't you? But being on for 5 minutes, longer than 5 minutes. Flipping out. Internet banking. Shitty thing. So there you go, there's a conversation. A normal conversation out here. For today, payment purpose. Amount. Who's texting? Something there. Oh, it's bad card. So let's carry on with that video then. Oh, it's a Mazda.
What Sony banks on them for. Like we're gonna give you hardware. You make the best looking game
Let's go
possible.
back. I missed
Game I'm gonna franchise, and it's the kind of thing where, oh, this is the game I'm gonna buy. This is gonna be my racing game I'm gonna dedicate to. I know plenty of people,
just that
in the
it
same
is
way that
quite
people
difficult
always say
to
about
get
FIFA,
down
Madden, and
to
all these other
negative
sports
events
games,
that are happening
they
to
buy a
me
PlayStation 4
besides
Gran Turismo,
COVID
and they get to
the
immediately
protest.
see how amazing
What's
it looks and
protest
see
got
that
to do
kind
with
of stuff.
anything?
That's kind of
Being
Polyphony Digital's
unstable
kind
is
of
rare for me though.
not trick, but like it's their it's what Sony banks on them for. Like we're gonna give you hardware. You make the best looking game you can, and when they do, it always looks incredible. I mean, I'm not the kind of person who plays a lot of racing games. I have been known to live my life a quarter mile
So
at a time.
how was the protest affecting you?
You know,
I don't get that.
I will still buy that game for, like, you know, the visual
Protest
splendor
dog
of it, just
is
to
not
look at
affecting me
something
at
and be
all.
like, yo, this is what it looks like now. Imagine what it looks like. The
It's
games that are
COVID
gonna
is
look
kind
weird
of,
from
but
now.
not really.
But yeah, exciting.
Yep, and we saw Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. What was it saying?
Oh, Ratchet and Clank.
Ray trace reflections built from the ground up for PlayStation 5. DualSense controllers, enhanced feedback. I'm very excited. I mean, it just looks really good. Like, look at all those sparkle effects, and it just
sparkle effects.
It's like, you know, when Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and you play those. And it was like, this is what I thought Pokemon looked like as a kid. This is similar for Ratchet and Clank. Like, I didn't know it could look this good.
Talking about?
Yeah, I think the big thing for me, what stood out in the Ratchet and Clank demonstration, the gameplay, was the load times. This is an example of PS5 really cutting down on load times. So the Ratchet.
How is it cutting down on the load times? Why do you keep mentioning load times? It has load times. For one, the rifts are in the levels, it looks like. So there's obviously not going to be no load times for that part of the rift stuff, because you're jumping from one area into the next area, but they are actually connected in that little level, or space level, or whatever, sandbox, if you want to call it that. So this guy has no clue what he's talking about again.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and it looks like that Ratchet has a mechanic in which he can teleport between rifts and go to different worlds in a split second. And I thought it was really
kind of true, but I just said it's not true, so yeah. It's part of the same level. How can I not get that?
really clever that this would be the showcase for what load times can be without explicitly saying it, because to go from one rendered area to another, that's a lot of assets to load, a lot of we all know load times in games. Going from one area to another is going to take some time, even on current generation consoles, and we've cut down on that with NVMe SSDs on PC. But of course, as one Mark Cerny has talked to at length, is cutting down on load.
He's calling this a load zone? I don't think so. There's a boss coming out and grabbing people for the rift. No load time there.
Load times, and really showcasing how strong that SSD is and how much of a game changer it is. Because in this case with Ratchet and Clank, it's not just load screens that are.
Let's see if we can see anything through the rift.
Cut out.
See, we've still got this world, and we got this world. So this has already been loaded in at this point. So it's all one part of the level.
It's an actual gameplay mechanic that is being put into the game. That shows off that kind of power, so it's not just cutting down on load times.
Yeah. All right, we have so many more games to go through. Let's start rattling
the only
through
part
some
what is actually a load screen
it's
is
an actual
this
gameplay.
This part's a load screen. So this is what it's like a sandwich. So you go through the bread, and then you end up in the load screen in the middle. And while you're in that middle part of the sandwich, when you break through that other bread on the other side, that's when you get the map again. So it's got a large screen.
Mechanic that is being put into the game that shows off that kind of power. So it's not just cutting down on load times.
Yeah. All right, we have so many more games to go through. Let's start rattling through some of them. Next up, Project Athia from Square Enix. So this is a new one. Gary Whitta, writer of Rogue One, a Star Wars story, is on this project, has got a bunch of other, he said like TV and movie writers. I'm super into this. This trailer for me looked really cool. Like, I just want to know more about it. I mean, obviously it's a rendered CG trailer, but who is this? I mean, is this character Athia? What is she gonna do? What is that dash? It looks like something that you would get from maybe Platinum. I think that's what we were talking about when it was first revealed. Tam, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's weird because like Square Enix, I'm trying to think if there's, before I put my foot in my mouth, is there any sort of like traditional Platinum style action game that Square Enix has in their stable? And nothing immediately comes to mind. We know them for RPG.
Oh, why did it do these? What is a Platinum style? Platinum style. Platinum style Rihanna home Facebook. Platinum style. Let's get photos, best facilities, platinum style images. Best platinum style images in fashion and age. Appearance in the way you create and present all aspects of yourself is timeless. No clue what they're talking about. Let's carry on.
RPGs and the closest they get is something like Dissidia, so it's not super surprising that they want this kind of game. Nier is probably the other one, but like Project Athia, it looks really cool. I love the way it moved. Like you talked about the dashing and like the super fast kind of like timing based combat and movement stuff is something that we're really into. I'm really into. Yeah, Gary Whitta writing it is interesting. Like he's done a lot of amazing work. Obviously now known for his Animal Crossing talk show, but before that, Star Wars, and recently worked with our friend of the show, Greg Miller, on a DC thing. So a lot of writing chops behind it. I'm interested to see more of it. It kind of reminded me of the demo that Epic showed up for Unreal Engine 5 recently. It looked like, I was like, oh, is this that game? But like it's got similar vibes to it. So if you were sad that the Unreal Engine tech demo wasn't being turned into a game, maybe this is it. I think this is one of the games where I'm like, I'm excited to see what this is. I want to see more of this.
Another one of those for me is Stray. So Michael, can we please have our cat weigh in on Stray? Came from Annapurna, cyberpunk world. Looks like you play as a cat.
Sushi does not care one bit.
I don't think you're gonna play as a cat.
You don't give.
So you're gonna play as a person looking after the cat.
But yeah, this. I mean, we have a Slack dedicated to cats in so I think we can all say team here is like very big into cats. So the idea of like, it's an interesting angle, right? In exploration and kind of like having an adventure game. This is something that games seem to be doing way more these days, like anthropomorphic or like straight up animal adventures. And I kind of love the idea of doing this. Like, make more cat games, make more dog games. Let me play as Bird or whatever it may be. But like, everyone has that question now and then when they see a cat, and you're like, what are you doing when I'm not looking at you? And this is it, going on an adventure.
I want to know what's in that backpack. Oh, yeah, Sushi.
What's in there?
No comment.
Sushi Sushi's not.
She's under NDA, so.
She's so sleepy. It's
when you ask what cats do.
I was gonna say a non-disclosure agreement.
Wow.
Oh my god. I'm moving on. Next up, a new project from Housemarque. People who came up with Resogun for the PS4 launch. Looks cool. Suffers from bad name. Returnal.
Returnal.
It's very, very Revengeance vibes from that name, but the gameplay looks cool. I think in the notes that I wrote, reminded me a bit of Alien meets Prey, especially with the memory manipulation stuff. But when it gets to seeing some gameplay with the gunplay, very big reso gun, you know, bright, powerful colors, lasers, quickly firing at things. Looks really cool. I just
could say that about any shooting game.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, it's Housemarque is very much into the top-down shooters. That was like just kind of their forte, if you will. But this is more of a third-person, over-the-shoulder type shooter. So you know, it's still channeling some of the same energy that Housemarque is known for, but you know, doing something a little bit different. And I mean, I can't remember if was it Housemarque that did Resogun on the PS4. Yeah, so then, you know, Resogun was a PS4 launch title, so you know, they're coming out with the PS5 launch title, so that's nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really glad that they still have that really strong relationship with Sony.
Yeah, they stuck to like arcade style shooters for a really long time, and they've always made amazing games. So seeing them
Dreams on it, Sumo Digital now, Media Molecule obviously working very hard on Dreams. Looks really cute. I've kind of missed Sackboy. I miss Little Big Planet. I just don't think there's a series quite as wholesome. Will it? You know, is it a day one purchase for me? Maybe not, but it's still very cute looking. Big Tearaway vibes there too, actually.
Yeah, I think like having Sackboy back in the mix it's just a feel good moment for a lot of PlayStation fans, right? Like that's what Sony want to do here. Give people as much reason to pick up a PlayStation, and a big part of that reason could be nostalgia. Like even if you've fallen off gaming or haven't been buying, you know, up to date games, or you see Sackboy, you know, so PlayStation.
I bet Nintendo.
You take what you can get. Rocket League.
To say about we had Destruction All Stars. I don't really have much to say about that one. What about you guys?
So this is the debut one.
Quirky.
It's like Rocket League
like
with
Rocket League,
some more
derby.
Destructive stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 30 game.
Cute,
that's
quirky.
I mean, yeah, it looks like it's got some tood. We'll see. The interesting part of it is like people being out of the car. That's the thing that's really kind of intrigued me. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean that they're running at the same speed as cars? Are they just like wall running at the same time? Like, what happens to the car when you get out of it? Does it just go into like autopilot? What's happening? So I think it's a slight mystery at this point. So hopefully we get more information about it soon.
These guys play games.
Next up, is it Kana Bridge of Spirits by Project Ember? So it's Mike and Josh Greer. Which looked very pretty.
Yeah, Kenna, I think is.
Kenna.
Yeah,
it's basically
I think that's
Pixar,
how.
If Pixar made a game.
Yeah, it's really cute. It definitely has that, at least in the character design. It's very much that Pixar kind of the big is Kenna.
It's got a Pixar aesthetic. We should give it definitely some more credit.
Right.
It looks, oh look, that's very Okami. You know, breathing life back into the world. It's very cute. I'm very excited for that one. After Kenna, we had Goodbye Volcano High from, is it Co-op? KO_OP, up in Montreal. Very big Life is Strange meets Night in the Woods vibes. I say Life is Strange because it's obviously dealing with thing from.
Yeah, that's but to hit look cool. That's
Oddworld looks really cool, and I used to play quite.
Odyssey, Oddworld.
Showing off game all things now.
About so for me, the show was completely stolen by Bethesda. They came as soon as I saw Shinji Mikami. I kind of glad that we went live because I made a weird little squeal. But we saw more of Ghostwire Tokyo. Woof. I think when we went, I think I've been down that street.
There was no gameplay
in Tokyo. Like he was talking about how the PS5
allowed
to
shooting
recreate
fireball.
Tokyo with way more authenticity
Oh
than
my
they
god.
thought, and you know, actually make
So
you
great.
feel like you're in Tokyo.
Fireballs
and then all this
everywhere.
cool magic I guess like magic is that the paranormal stuff
Magic.
happens.
She's
Is that
invisible
the best
girl
way to
wearing a
describe
cloak.
it? But I love the fact that it's not fantasy magic. It looks pixelated. It looks like I don't know, like how to describe it, like a retro game or something.
Yeah, it's like
Ninja
magical
Rock.
futurism, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really cool. So like they kind of like detailed a bit more about what is going on, and it's just like you 99% of the city's population is gone. There's some weird occult event, and like
I know
there's
some people
darkness
don't like
has
first
like
person, yeah.
submerged the city, and you have to just go around and kind of like reclaim it. But I think it's just an excuse for them to do really weird things around the city, and like the whole thing is like you're seeing spirits that are kind of inspired by Japanese like mythology and kind of like history. So like the yellow, the kid in the yellow coat is like, I think it's a Amewarashi or something like that. It's like a young kid in a yellow raincoat, and like influenced by super powerful emotions of sadness. And then there's like Shiromuki and Kuchisake, other types of demons in there that are like around the city that you have to battle and purge from a first-person perspective, which we didn't expect. But
no, I didn't expect that at all. But I'm super into
Yeah.
it. After that, we had Jet the Far Shore. So that's Holiday 2020 from the Super Brothers team, who are best known for Sword and Sorcery. Tam, you were super into this one.
Yeah, Sword and Sorcery, like my hype on this is based entirely off Sword and Sorcery. Like I love that game. I think it's fantastic. It's still like super good if you download it and play it on, I think it's on a consoles as well now, or at least a console, one of the Nintendo ones. But I originally played it on iPhone, and it's got such a great soundtrack as well.
Oh,
Really
that's
smart
terrible.
use of like
This is that missile
interactions and gameplay mechanics. So that studio has been kind of under the radar for a while now, so I'm excited to see what they've got going, and this looks way more ambitious than anything they've done before. So that team is incredibly creative. So again, like super intrigued into what this can become, and what more there is to it when they show it.
We still have like over 10 games left, so let's keep going. Godfall. We did predict that we would see more of this one.
This one looks
I love the look of the gameplay, but I think the music choice did not do it for me. Maybe that's just me nitpicking, but like I think I said when we were chatting, I said it was like a very Borderlands pick, and it didn't seem to fit the tone of the game based on the gameplay that I was watching. Michael, what do you think?
Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying. I think for me, it was more of like, no one knew what the vibe of Godfall would be. Based on, I think, my impressions before when it was first revealed, to be like, okay, this is sort of like maybe a God of War Warframe style of game. And it's still kind of like that. I just don't know what the vibe was going to be. If it's going to be lighthearted, if it was going to be story heavy. And I think that eventually we found out that it's supposed to be like a looter style of melee game. And I mean, you know, it really depends on what they're going for. And it's hard to tell what they're going for just based off of visuals and short gameplay clips. So, I mean, I'll reserve judgment until we kind of get a better, fuller understanding of the system's mechanics and kind of the world building around Godfall. Not surprised that, I guess, Gearbox would go in this direction with some sort of more lighthearted, less heavy, like you said, almost Borderlands vibes to it. So, you know, there's still more to be seen, but yeah, I'm definitely getting some Warframe vibes in a more lighthearted sense.
Next up, another one from Anna. Carry on.
I was just going to say it'll be interesting to see whether that's actually in the game or just like a marketing thing, like that music.
Sure.
I assume it's just marketing.
Yeah.
Another game from Annapurna from the Hyperlight Drifter folks, Solar Ash. Looks. I mean, when we were watching the trailer, the color palette. Actually, the aesthetics of the game looks. The Hyperlight Drifter folks, Solar Ash. Looks. I mean, when we were watching the trailer, the color palette. Actually, the aesthetics of the game reminded me a lot of Monument Valley, but it did look very pretty. I mean, I'm excited to see more of it, but at the same time, it was followed up by we'll talk about it a little bit because it's on screen. It looks really pretty.
Yeah, Hyperlight Drifter was one of my
yeah.
Hyperlight Drifter was one of my favorite games of 2016. I think it really stuck with me. It really hit me in the way in which it said a lot by not saying much.
I thought it was Hollow Knight
so I think like Alex Preston from Heart Machine did an incredible job of communicating that in such a it's also like pixel art style, so it's very hard to communicate those things in that art style. So this definitely has that Hyperlight Drifter vibe, but now going in from like a top-down 2D Zelda type of thing to a full 3D world, in which you said it's almost like Monument Valley. The sense of scale is so much bigger, and I have a lot of trust in Heart Machine to do right by the name of Hyperlight Drifter, obviously because they made their mark with that game.
But then, next up, a genuine surprise. Did not see this one coming. Hitman 3.
That is again like another game that if you want to show off
people still even play this game,
like how much the technology improves the game. Like Hitman is a current game, Hitman 2 especially. People are actively playing that game, it's actively being supported, it's front of the mind, top of the brain. So when Hitman 3 comes out, and you can almost do a side-by-side comparison, and these are games where they love a crowd in Hitman. They love putting crowds in Hitman. They love some like physics-based kind of simulations, and AI is super important to Hitman, and creating these elaborate like dioramas for you to walk through and manipulate and pull and see how they impact. Like another game that is going to be very illustrative.
The reason why I don't like Hitman games is because it's a stealth game, and I don't like stealth in games, so I always avoid it.
Of the leap in technology and what it means, even if it's just the starting of that technology. Obviously Hitman 1, the original reboot, not the original game, and Hitman 2, the follow-up, both fantastic games, some of the best like action and like strategy and puzzle solving games in recent memory. I'm super excited to see whether where they go with it from here. It's the conclusion of the trilogy, they say, which means the story should be wrapping up for Agent 47. What does that mean? How do you wrap up a story for Agent 47? He's the face of that.
Move on to Agent 48.
Yeah, Agent 48 is here. And I hope they
I think it's already been explained in Hitman 2. I'm not even much into the Hitman scenes. There's a copy in it that I know of. So it's going to be replaced with another agent number, but it's not the same as Agent whatever his name is, Agent 47. So who gives a shit?
Put a Sheikh Zanzibar in there and Helmut Kruger, so that's what we need.
I really just hope it maintains the goofy sense of humor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the one thing I said when the reveal trailer went up is that Agent 47's got feelings now, because Agent 47 throughout the whole history of the franchise, like this very sterile type of clone person who just knows how to kill targets and assassinate folks. But you know, if we're gonna go deep into some sort of backstory on Agent 47,